70-year-old Ramesh has spent his life surrounded by analog history, but today he stands in the rubble of his ancestral home with his 12-year-old grandson, Arav, a boy whose world is defined by digital layers. As the demolition crew clears the debris, they uncover a heavy iron box. It is sealed with a complex, archaic lock that hasn't been turned in decades. Expecting to find old land deeds or gold coins, they instead find a glowing screen. Wrapped in rotting velvet is a pristine device labeled with a manufacture date from the year 2126. Finding a tool from the next century buried within a foundation laid in the last creates a physical impossibility. This is a future relic resting in the ruins of the past. The device is currently a dead weight. It has no power, and the charging interface bears no resemblance to any 21st century cable. Ramesh relies on his experience with mechanical clocks. He strips copper wire and tethers it to the pendulum of a heavy wall clock, creating a rhythmic spark that forces a primitive current into the futuristic hardware. The screen awakens to show a single map with a pulsing red dot. Below it, a countdown timer warns that in 2 hours, time will stop. High-level digital technology remains dormant until it is reconnected to the foundational physical mechanics of the previous century. Ramesh and Arav begin a frantic race across the city. To reach the red dot before the timer hits 0, they must divide their focus. Arav takes the lead on the interface. His gaming reflexes let him interpret the shifting holographic data and track the target in real time. When the digital path hits modern obstructions, Ramesh provides the hardware. He navigates through dry wells and old alleys that were paved over years ago, using his memory of the city's original layout to find shortcuts the digital map doesn't recognize. Reaching the destination requires a synthesis, modern processing speed paired with deep historical memory. As they approach the location, the environment begins to fail. The very movement of the world is losing its momentum. Leaves stop mid-air as they fall from trees. In shafts of sunlight, individual particles of dust hang perfectly still, as if frozen in ice. The paralysis spreads to the streets. Moving cars jolt to a halt, and pedestrians become motionless statues mid-stride, turning the city into a silent gallery. Only Ramesh and Arav remain in motion. The futuristic phone creates a localized energy field, a temporal aura, that shields them from the surrounding freeze. The forward motion of time is often viewed as a constant. Here, it is revealed to be a fragile system, currently in the process of collapsing. The red dot leads them to the city's oldest analog clock tower. The massive iron gears inside have stopped turning. At the summit of the tower, they find a single modification to the ancient machinery, a sleek slot designed to fit the 2126 device. A final message appears on the screen. The city's timeline will only resume if the phone is permanently surrendered into the tower's mechanism. Arav holds a piece of history that could make him the most powerful person on Earth. But to save the ordinary life of the city and his grandfather, he must destroy the most advanced technology he has ever seen. Arav looks at his frozen grandfather and then at the phone. He slides the device into the slot. The ancient gears grind forward. The clock hands snap into place, and the sounds of the living city immediately rush back into the tower. The future device is gone. In its place, a small drawer opens to reveal a handwritten note. The future is safe. Now go home. Arav takes his own standard phone from his pocket and puts it away. He reaches out and takes his grandfather's hand as they start the long walk down the stairs. The continuity of time is sustained by the connections we maintain with the generations walking right beside us.